start with the World Cup. It's in the group stages. We are very excited. I know most of you are excited. And Dumi and I are going to try and predict which teams are going to go through and discuss everything from tactics to even football politics. We're going to be making videos like this throughout the World Cup, so check them out. Are you ready to start?
Of course, of course. Why do I
All
have
right, let's do this.
Okay.
Group A, what are you
Right.
thinking?
Netherlands?
Netherlands first, okay.
Um, it's a little tricky between Ecuador and Senegal, but since Mane is ruled out,
Mm,
I would say
yeah,
Ecuador.
yeah, I feel the same way. Ecuador, and then obviously
Senegal.
Senegal, then Qatar. All
Qatar.
right, this one was pretty straightforward.
Mhm.
Group B, what are you thinking?
England.
You think
England.
England is going to top this one?
Man, come on, seriously. Who's there? Who's there? Because
I,
obviously it's
I
England
think
and the USA.
I think the United States will give them a run for their money, but the most interesting game will be Iran and the USA because there's some deep-rooted politics between these countries
Come on, I
also.
thought you were gonna say something about football. No, no, listen, bro.
And it plays into this. The emotion of football comes from all these conflicts, you know.
You really think Pulisic is gonna be like, we're gonna give it to these boys
Yeah,
now?
I bet Biden is going to call them and say, if you lose, don't even come back.
Okay, I think you're getting too deep. All right, so we we have England. I think England is gonna be number one between
All
the
right.
USA and Wales because Wales plays well when they
Yeah,
need to.
well, this one is tough. But okay,
Yeah,
I'll call it. I'll put the
just
United
give it to
States,
USA. Yeah, Wales
Wales,
number
and
three.
Iran. All
Okay,
right, but I think this one will be upsetting. I would be happy if England doesn't go through, but that's just me. Group C,
okay.
what are you thinking?
Um, Argentina number one.
All right, yeah, the Argentines.
I think Mexico goes on as number two. Poland have not really been convincing for
Mm,
me, but I mean,
mm,
maybe
yeah.
I'm biased because I don't watch them as much.
So Saudi last World Cup they did really poorly. They lost, huge margins, and it was really embarrassing. I'll put Poland and then the
That's out.
Saudis.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, Group D,
France. France.
France obviously.
Denmark.
Denmark,
Denmark or way.
Denmark, Tunisia, Aussie.
That could be tied. That could be tied, but
Yeah, but doesn't
I would
really
give it
matter
to
because
Aussie.
they
Yeah.
will go through. Okay. What are you thinking? Group E.
Spain's form has been better than Germany, at least for me, but
Uh-huh.
you never know. But I think I would give it to Spain.
Spain. Okay.
I'll give it to
Spain.
Spain. Germany,
Germany,
Japan.
Japan. Yeah. Okay. And Costa Rica. Okay. Sounds about right. I think.
Mhm.
All right. What are these stars for? What are these little stars? What are they trying to say?
How many times they've won the World Cup? I think.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it makes sense. All right.
Um,
Group F.
Belgium, Croatia.
Nah, Belgium, no. I think Belgium will go out in the group stages. Did you see their game against
No,
Egypt today?
nope, nope.
Yeah,
Was
they
it
were
bad?
really embarrassing. Yeah, yeah.
So I
But
mean, it's not that Croatia then. But how's Croatia been playing?
Croatia is, Croatia, they are very disciplined, right? But they have an aging squad. It's almost the identical squad that went into the final
That might
last
not be
World
too good
Cup.
for them.
So
Uh,
I'll put Croatia. Belgium, I think they will sneak through because they're playing against Canada and Morocco, and I don't think they can mount a very strong
I think
fight.
Morocco is gonna edge out Canada.
Yeah, Canada. Okay. I only know how many Canadian footballers do you know?
Fonzie only. It's my boy Fonzie.
Ish.
I
What
heard
about
he's.
Morocco? It's still the same. You know ZH. Did ZH decide to join the World Cup team or he?
I think so. I think he's on it. I think he's on it. Okay,
Okay.
so we got Brazil number
Uh,
one.
yeah, yeah. We've
Group
got
G,
Brazil.
definitely.
Uh, Give me just a second here. I want to check something. All right. So we've got Brazil, obviously.
Mhm.
Switzerland or Cameroon. What are you thinking? Oof, this one will be tough. Switzerland, Cameroon, Serbia. The Serbians can bring it sometimes. Plus, they have what's his name? The Fulham striker.
Mid,
I can't believe what?
no, I'm tripping. Fulham striker,
Yeah,
Switzerland. I know Mitro at
yeah,
Switzerland. That's
Mitrovic,
Serbia.
Mitrovic.
Yeah, that's Serbia. Nah,
Yeah.
but still, either way, Switzerland for me is a better team.
Okay, Switzerland, Cameroon, Serbia, or
Cameroon
Serbia?
and Serbia. Yeah, Cameroon is gonna come before Serbia. I think they were playing well at the Africa Cup. They got good players.
Yeah.
Um,
they-
there, I think Portugal have a stronger squad than everybody. But between Ghana and Uruguay, that is very tricky.
I actually think Uruguay might win this group.
Uruguay is in yeah is definitely in the running.
But let's just put Portugal first. Uruguay.
Uruguay won the World Cup twice.
Yeah, they did.
I,
Yeah,
I
they are
thought I think
pretty.
they won the first one, right? Because the first one was
Yeah,
hosted
yeah.
in Uruguay.
It was also there. They're a very decent side. But here's the thing now. I've seen a couple of these predictions, and almost everybody predicted the same thing. But here's the thing about tournaments. There's always an upset. There's always a dark horse. There's
Let's
always a,
figure it out. Who's the dark horse here? Who you think is going to be a dark horse? I mean, just based on the second teams that we've already picked.
I think Wales will be a dark horse. Wales will edge out either the United States or England in this group, and people will be shocked.
Okay. Okay.
I think Wales will
Um.
be the dark horse.
So maybe
Either
here,
Wales or Cameroon here, but it will not be too much if Cameroon really or Morocco here will edge out Belgium. Those are my three dark horses: Morocco, Cameroon, and Wales.
yeah, it could be Morocco. Yeah, it could be Morocco. I think that was group. Yeah, I agree with you. I tend to agree with you. Of the teams that are in the round of 16, who are we picking? Netherlands and the USA.
The Dutch and the Americans. I'll have to
Mm,
go with the Americans here.
man,
What do you
yo,
think?
you know how stacked the Dutch team is at least.
You
But
see, I know, but I think that the Americans they probably have the best squad that they've had. Really, they have young players
if you
that
pick
are
most of these
playing
kids that yeah that are playing in
in
the
Europe all
APL,
over in the top level, and I think they'll edge at that. And also, these are knockout games, so I don't know. But I'll go with the Americans. What do you think?
let's do USA. Let's do USA.
Okay,
God bless these
Argentina
United
then.
States. Argentina all day.
Yeah, okay. England,
Right.
Ecuador.
Denmark. Come on. I feel insulted already here, and I'm not even Argentinian.
Okay,
England is
I'll
gonna
go
go.
with England. Let's
Hmm.
see. France,
France.
Mexico. France, okay.
France. France.
Then Belgium, Spain. I'll go with
Spain.
Spain. Brazil, Uruguay. This one will be a monster of a game.
Brazil.
Yeah, Brazil, okay. Croatia or
Germany.
Germany. I'll
Germany.
go with Germany. Portugal, Switzerland. Let's go with
I'll go with
Portugal.
Portugal. Yeah.
Let's see. All right.
Wow.
Argentina, US. It's
I
obvious.
think Argentina
Argentina,
are
right?
going through, bro. You. Okay. Argentina. Argentina.
All right. Brazil, Spain. Oof, this
Brazil.
one game, but
Brazil.
England, France, England will lose this one. But
I'm sorry, it's not coming home, boys. It's not coming home.
yeah, I'll
I'm
go with
sorry, it's not
France.
coming home.
But I really think that the England defense will suffer if Mbappe and Benzema are still there. They can't cope with them for 90 minutes
And
straight.
he's playing Maguire too.
There's no way. Yeah,
Ah,
and they took
yeah, he's
Maguire
playing.
with them.
You know,
Yeah,
Maguire's gonna play. He's got the connects.
yeah,
We'll
but
get some game
you
time
will
in.
make us great memes. I mean, Southgate did a public service taking him, to be honest.
Well, he should take Phil Jones too.
Phil Jones hasn't been playing for quite a bit. Okay, last one,
Uh,
Germany, Portugal. Ish, this one will be tight also.
I would put it to Portugal just because
Portugal,
I've
why?
seen Germany. They haven't been convincing for years now since the last World Cup.
Yeah, the last World Cup they barely made it by that crosses goal, that free kick against Sweden in the last minute of the game. That's how they survived, and then they were beaten by South Korea in the knockout in that those group
And
stages
there's
again.
no names to speak of that I can say. Oh yeah, this is except for Sane
Mhm.
was probably injured that World Cup or
I think
something.
Rudiger.
Well, I mean, going up front, It's good to have defenders,
And
yes.
they have Gnabry, they still have Muller with a lot of experience. Like Sane, you mentioned Sane here. I
Yeah.
mean, they have Musiala, they have a great
Wait up,
team.
wait up, wait up. Yeah, I was gonna say, is this the first World Cup that Hansi Flick is head coach?
Yeah, yeah, it's first World Cup.
Yeah, so
But
he's a great coach
he
though.
was coaching the Euros. I mean,
It didn't go well,
mm,
but I mean, you never
okay,
know. They can catch a form in the tournament, but
we'll
I'm
give it
still,
to
yeah, I'm
Portugal.
still giving it to Portugal.
I
Jesus
think this
Christ,
would be
why?
the furthest Portugal would have gone.
Yeah, why do we have these matchups, bro? These are weird semifinals. We would have wanted that in the final.
Man, either one of these finals would have been cracking. But I'll go with Brazil here. I think Brazil will beat Argentina, and it's one of those games that might go to penalties. But I think Brazil will beat Argentina.
Why do you think they beat Argentina?
Obviously, it's just a feeling because I don't know if anyone can actually make a tactical prediction. And
Well, the last
also,
time they met, I mean, Brazil got their asses handed to them.
no, not handed. I mean, that game was that game was very tight. If you say handed, you make it seem as
I
if
know, I
they
know, I
were
know, I know.
even
But what I'm just
scoring.
trying to say is, well, they really didn't get like sniffs of goal. They were really
They did
contained
it. I
far
mean,
away,
you
were
see what
they?
Neymar was doing to that whole Argentinian team. They
No,
dragged
Neymar
him
was
down though, and they
35
said,
meters away from goal every time. They didn't
and
really
also,
get into the
no,
goal. Huh?
it's the same thing with Argentina. The goal that they scored, that Di Maria goal, that was their only like. Oh, they had like two real opportunities. The other one, Messi fumbled, and
That's
the
what
one
I'm
Di Maria
saying.
scored.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like, and that's actually how Argentina have been playing anyway.
Yeah, but any team can. Well, it's going to be tight, no doubt about that.
Yeah, yeah.
But
I mean, it
I
can go
personally know
anywhere.
you will go for Argentina. I will go for Brazil, but we
Okay.
will see.
So
We
what
will
we
see.
can do is, if because this is just maybe 2 games away,
Mhm.
in your bracket, you would, if it was yours, you would have Brazil
I'll
going
put
through, right?
Brazil. Yeah,
But
you
just
would
put
pick
Brazil there,
Argentina.
but I
Yeah.
would put Argentina. Okay, fine. Uh, and then in the France Portugal game,
Oof,
I'm
bruh.
s- I don't
I'll go
know.
with France. But here's the thing about the World Cup. There's that thing they call the winner's curse, champion's curse, where the team that won the previous World Cup usually loses out either in the first knockout rounds or in the group stages.
Okay,
So it might
Portugal
happen
then.
to France. But if we go back to look at the French group, like there's no way Tunisia and Australia are going to qualify and them going home, really.
Hmm.
And in the knockout stages, I mean, Mexico can, Ochoa
No, no, no,
always
no, no,
brings
no,
it in the
no.
World
I
Cup. They
just saw
might
them
scrape
play
out.
Sweden. They're
What?
terrible.
Who's terrible?
Mexico, I saw them play Sweden. They're not
Hmm.
where they need to be.
All
I'm
right.
not saying they're terrible, but I'm saying they don't have what it takes to get up there. They could get out of their group stage, but I don't think they're beating France.
Yeah, but that's why they call it the winner's curse, right? It's you obviously you have a
Stuff
good
can
team,
happen. Okay.
and then something just happens, and then you lose.
Okay.
Like what happened to Germany last World Cup. Okay, so you're going with France, Portugal. Which one?
Portugal. I'd like to see a Messi Ronaldo final.
Dude, this is not a fairy tale.
I'm saying I would like to see it. Well, if this is a 50-50, that's what I'm going with.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. I would also want to see an Argentina Portugal final, to be honest, just for the romance of football, right? But romantic things rarely happen outside of movies.
I would mind playing France because they beat us last World Cup anyway.
Who is
Argentina.
us, dude? Are
I
you
know.
Argentinian?
Wait, 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 wait. I was about to just do it. I'm an Argentinian supporter, so obviously I have a bias. But what I'm saying is
Wait.
Argentina
You don't
lost to
support
France.
Argentina, you support Messi. There's a difference. If Messi was Brazilian, you would be supporting Brazil.
If Messi was Botswanian, I would be
Yeah.
up with the Botswanian national team right now.
Yeah.
But
So you
anyway,
support Argentina.
yeah, you're right. I want to see Argentina and either of those two anyway, but I think Portugal is it. So in the final, if it's Portugal and Argentina or Portugal and Brazil, I
Okay.
think Argentina would win it. Do you think Brazil would beat Portugal?
You want if Brazil can beat Portugal, I think at this stage where we are, I think it's just mostly guesswork, really. And any of these teams can win it. up until like the semifinals, any one of those teams can win it. Just depends on who brings it that day. But I would want to see a Brazil France final. I know maybe I'm not in the majority. Well, I think this is going to happen. I would want to see Argentina and Portugal, but I think this is going to happen. Brazil and France.
Mm, okay. Well, time will tell. We'll hopefully keep coming back to this bracket as the days are kind of going, and everything. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
You
we
might
have
need
to.
to count
You
that.
said in the case that Argentina and Portugal in the final, you would
Argentina wins for me.
Argentina win. Okay, I would say Brazil would win the World Cup.
Okay.
23%
23%.
of the players predicted Brazil to win. Okay, that's quite a bit. That's quite a bit. We'll
But
say,
like,
and 27% said Argentina was going to win. 8% said England would win.
oh wow. Okay.
Oh, goodness me.
Well,
All right.
I'm guessing everyone else is kind of in at least under 8%. They're not
Mhm,
listed there. Yeah,
mhm.
well, we'll see. Most predicted is not always what wins anyway, but it's at least good to know a lot of people can see what I'm seeing.
Yeah, yeah. All right. So, well, this is it for the video. You can also go on telegraph.co.uk/World Cup and do the predictions yourself. Like, comment, tell us what you think. Tell us who you think is going to win. Tell us who you think the dark horses.